And we're underway from the dome. And this will be Riley, 7th in the ACC in kick returns, and out to the 20, and the ball popped loose. But Riley, I believe, was ruled down, and indeed he was, after an 18-yard return. Michigan defensively allowing better than 400 yards a game. DeVito fakes the toss, and he'll keep it. Big hole for DeVito. One guy to beat is Claiborne, and Tommy DeVito down to the 21.
Great fake by Tommy DeVito, gets the linebackers moved out of the box, and then he just takes off up the middle. Wes, this is not something they have shown a lot of early in the season, the run game of Tommy DeVito.
Moe Neal on a cutback, inside the 10, touchdown. DeVito a career best 60-yarder, and then Neal punches it in from 23. Levante Bellamy, sidecar left to John Wasik, the veteran quarterback. Takes the throw on first down, and that is Eskridge. Wasik wants to take the shot for Eskridge. In stride into the 24-yard line.
Targeted him on each of the first 3 plays. This time he's in the slot, just runs a slot fade, gets down the field, gets behind Frederick, the corner, and then gets driven into the ground by Antoine Cordy, the safety. You see him land hard on that shoulder. They were looking at it, and he's going straight to the locker room, Wes.
Defensive lineman down the field.
Well, also,
here it is, Bellamy out of the backfield. Frederick hemmed him up, but Bellamy keeps driving, and I'll tell you what, he might be just a step shy of the first down here, guys. 5 for 5 on the year of the Broncos on 4th down. Bellamy to catch, got knocked down. Big time play, Evan Foster.
Absolutely, and you'd think in this offense, one of these guys is bound to do it.
Quick throw, Harris a catch. He'll be shy of the first down, stick by about a yard, and there is Lou Pro. His career best last Saturday night here in the Dome against Clemson with a 65-yarder. Look at this thing. Mixon smartly signals and makes the fair catch. Here at Syracuse. Wasik flips it to Bellamy. And makes one move, but not nearly enough for the first down. Andrew Armstrong punted away for Western Michigan, and the #1 punt returner in the ACC is Sean Riley. Another high punt. Riley waits. Fair catch at the 26. Third possession for the Orange. Roddy off their 26, and this is Trishton Jackson cutting it back upfield and close to a first down. Over the football at center. And this is Neal punching it for the first down to the 48, 49-yard line before Thomas makes the stop. DeVito to throw. Going to take the shot for Taj Harris, and overthrown incomplete.
We're talking about Dwayne Eskridge really liking to talk on the field, almost have to pull him back, he's so physical. Anton Curtis is in every Syracuse's receiver's ear that he's near. Watch for that throughout the game.
Mixon, did he cough it up? Syracuse comes out with it. Now one official saying it belongs to Western Michigan.
Let's take a look at this. You see Mixon, looks like he's under it, but just goes right through his arms, never has possession of the ball while he's on the ground, and it's 5-on-1 trying to recover it. Syracuse Orange with a big turn. You see that ball moving around.
A couple of yards on first down. DeVito, quick shot, and the catch made, and that's Aaron Hackett.
Played in all 13 games last year.
DeVito shoots it inside. Here's Aaron Hackett. Touchdown.
You see Aaron Hackett right there, the tight end. They get the sweep action, linebackers go flying. Hackett does a good job of cutting behind his block.
Wasik tried to dump it in the flat to Tyler, and a flag is thrown, and this might be a little extra on Alton Robinson. Wasik slings it. Ricci, the tight end, first down and more. Took a big lick from Foster. Did tight end with a big catch.
Well, it's an incredible job by Wasink of just climbing in the pocket. The two defensive linemen about hitting high fives in the backfield. They got
the tight end in motion. Wasink for Hall. Made the catch. Backs out of bounds. First down against Trill Williams, who had a pick last week of Trevor Lawrence.
You go to your senior quarterback and rely on him, and even though there's a little bit of a slip there by Hall, what a throw on the back hip.
8 of 12 for 113. Here's a direct snap to Bellamy. He'll cut back, dive, and fumble the ball, and it's recovered by the Orange in the end zone. Christopher Frederick, after Bellamy coughed it up.
Recovered by Syracuse in the end zone for a touchback.
Coming out, Roddy.
The ball is without a doubt already out as he's trying to reach that ball out. Just slips out of his hands as he's going down to the ground. That's as cut and dried as they come. And it is going to be Syracuse ball. Another big turnover for this Western Michigan team after the muffed punt on the last drive leads to a Syracuse touchdown. A little bit harder for these big guys out in space against the little dancers in the secondary.
You're exactly right, and that's right in that gray area right there. It might not have been 5 yards, but you don't want to take any chances. Now we got another personal foul here.
That's what you're able to do from a substitution standpoint.
Here's Adams, and I think he will have it, and he does. He got the 38 before Drake Spears. Second one here is the Orange starting quarter 2 from its 44 on second down. And DeVito is sacked. Around the edge comes Timothy Collins.
Collins, who gets chipped a little bit by the tight end, but just goes underneath the tackle, who's having to sort out that left.
Veteran player at Tennessee Tech now in a grad year in Kalamazoo. DeVito back foot throw. What a catch by Abdul Adams. And Adams has the first down and more.
Involved early and often.
Here's DeVito. This is a keeper, and it's wide open. Tommy DeVito will score easily.
Out this offensive line, what's better than a little draw action on third down? You use the aggressiveness of the defensive line against him, and there is absolutely nobody once he crosses that first.
Wasson across the field. Catch is made. That's Mixon. And that'll be a first down to the 46 for Western.
A lot of man coverage in this situation from Syracuse. This time, good protection from the offensive line. It's zone, and Mixon is able to find.
How much respect he has for those two defensive ends. Both tackles got chips against number 94 and 55.
Knocked away by Robinson, and I think he got the recovery, and it's still loose. It is recovered. Now, who has it may be the better question. At about the 32. Syracuse does.
These guys were in the open, all the respect that they got on third down. A great power move by Alton Robinson. Just swats the ball out of John Wassink's hands and then almost recovers it himself. The ball bounces around a little bit. The Syracuse Orange come up. And another turnover for Western Michigan in great field position for the Syracuse Orange to be able to get it, but an incredible play by a defensive lineman who's one of the best in the conference. Hasn't gotten off to the start that he necessarily.
You know, Maryland, you're playing uphill most of the day, and last Saturday night you're playing one of the best in the country defensively. They've had 4 straight third down conversions. DeVito sacked, and that is Balabani.
You knock him out of Andre Schmidt, the Groza Award winner's field goal range. Balabani's able to beat the tackle.
Keith Mixon stands at the 10. And Hoffricker punt is fair caught at the 9. 2 of 4 is Western. Here's the throw. Bustle, the intended receiver, who makes a heck of a catch. Catch by the redshirt freshman Deshaun Bustle.
It's a good release off the line. He holds his line, gives his quarterback a lot of room to throw the ball off to the sideline, and an absolute dime.
Receivers coach at Western Michigan, Keith Gaither, coach Willie Snead at Ball State. He knows what good players are, and here is Bellamy down the near sideline, and a home run ball from Western Michigan. We talked about how dangerous Levante Bellamy was at the top.
A sack on third down to push him out of field goal range. Give the ball back to your offense, and all Levante Bellamy needs is a small crease. The guy who was timed at 4.28 on a laser time.
10 yards up the field. So look for them to coach him up and get that fixed on this possession.
The kick, by the way, from Mahalik skips back to Riley on a bounce, and now he tries to beat the leverage to the far side. And Riley will be taken out, and a flag will be thrown at the 16.
That was one of those things to definitely look at. He mentioned climbing in the pocket. That's something they've really worked on with DeVito.
And a turnover by Neal, and recovered by the Bronc, Anton Curtis.
Just a little pitch to Moe Neal. And you're right, Wes. He never really had a grip on it, and then there was never really a shot for Neal to recover that ball as it was bouncing around.
Of a fumble recovered by Western Michigan is under further review.
And the reason they're going to look at this is because if that ball is pitched forward, then it's going to be considered a forward pass rather than a fumble.
I don't know, Roddy.
It looked like the shot that we got, the all-22, it looked like that was right down the line at best, and you see Lou Esposito on the sideline fired up. Boom, boom, boom.
Tommy DeVito, it's still so early in the season, and they sit at 1-2, and there was high expectations coming into this year. Have you talked to DeVito or any of the guys on the team about that?
You know, I work out there still.
He would, thanks. Here is Wasik on the keeper on first down, spinning inside the 10, and it'll be first and goal for the Bronx. Lakeem Williams saved the touchdown on a 13-yard run.
Standing on the sideline with Eric Wood, but we've seen Tommy DeVito, and now John Wasik with the spin cycle. How about that? On number 8, Antoine Cordy.
Bellamy shifting left to right. And Levante Bellamy stacked up, no gain. Wasik will push it, throw for Ricci. Touchdown for the Broncos. And missed the point.
Well, here's the touchdown, and you see Ricci there. He's going to get ahead of steam and get 2 picks on the outside in man-to-man coverage. Andrew Armstrong, the linebacker, gets matched up on him. He's got to go over all the traffic. Every team has this in their playbook, the little natural pick rub routes that you get on the edge. Ricci's able to catch the ball, get it in the end zone. Really good play call from Tim Lester.
Guys convert well to the next level.
So a couple of touchdowns, but the missed extra point, and now Mahalik kicks it out of bounds. So a missed kick, and now the penalty for a ball out of bounds, and now we got a little more extracurricular in front of the Orange bench.
You'd have had that Syracuse before the season. You'd have won a lot of money.
Yep. Here's the throw and the catch. Trishton Jackson, first down. Muscles his way to the 31 of Western. Tranquil to stop. Tackle spot. DeVito. Quick shot. Hackett, the tight end. That'll be a first down play to the 17.5-yard line.
See how long he's out.
3.5 to go. DeVito takes a shot to the end zone. Harris tried to come back for it, and a flag. It's Riley in motion. DeVito looks right. To his left, flag is thrown, and Tommy DeVito will go out of bounds. And he squeezes it inside the left upright.
The All Access is they are must-see TV.
Inside Bellamy to the 35 and knocked back by Cordy. Enough for the first down, though.
Levante Bellamy involved in this game, and that's dangerous for the Syracuse defense.
86 yards on 10 carries, and he'll get another crack here. Into the secondary goes Bellamy to the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Foster, the safety.
Slowed up here at the line of scrimmage. He probably takes this once again to the house. Saw Lakeem Williams not able to bring him down.
Play fake. Here's Ricci. And Christopher Frederick holds on against Giovanni Ricci. Came in averaging a net of 37-2. Hangs this one up for Riley. And he's going to let it hit. And the Broncos will benefit from that. Downed at the 4-yard line.
He's going to look for his defense to come up with a big stop.
Straight ahead, and Neal will pick up the first down to the 20. Now Dino Babers is going to bang timeout. 2nd and 5. Wasik, Ricci, what a catch. First down across midfield.
That Western Michigan was searching for. Ricci against the linebacker. It's a really good throw by the quarterback, putting it up only where his big tight end can get it.
Wasik on a little boot, shoots it back. That time the catch made. Tyron Arnett. Orange bring 4. Wasik offline for Ricci and took a shot from Kendall Coleman as he cut it loose. Riley, by the way, had 4 returns for an average of 14 yards coming in, which first in the ACC and 14th nationally. This time he'll field it off a bounce, and Riley does a nice job getting a little bit of that back against Claiborne. DeVito hands to Adams. Across the 35, first down for the Orange.
Western Michigan with a 3-down look. We'll see how many they decide to bring.
DeVito up in the pocket. Going to cut it loose deep for Trishton Jackson. Caught it! Touchdown!
Tommy DeVito, you see him moving up. Lays a great ball out there for Jackson, who makes a tough catch for the touchdown, 31-13.
I was another one of them. I didn't feel like an outcast, so I would like to thank her for that.
Mixon on the return. Out to about the 31-yard line is where the Broncos are good started. 28-yard return by Keith Mixon Jr. Bellamy juggled the handoff and now breaks free. Across midfield and a first down for Levante Bellamy, with Frederick finally taking him down at the 46 of the Orange for Levante Bellamy.
Well, it's a good block out there on the edge by the tight end, the offensive tackle, and Bellamy just needs a little bit of room.
And Sean Tyler, the freshman who had a big-time run last week against Georgia State. And here is Bellamy on cue. And they won't catch it. Touchdown for Levante Bellamy. 43 yards. And just like that, the Broncos answer.
Get a couple of nice blocks. Look like a zone play. Levante Bellamy just bounces it, breaks the tackle from Antoine Cordy, and then it's all speed. It's a good block from Scott in the slot.
Wasik to his right. Pulls the trigger and threw it behind Bustle, the intended receiver. Buddy Randy Cross in the offensive line. Those 49ers. I will say Will Healy, though, in his opening year at Charlotte, got Hackett split out wide. The tight end, they're going to throw to Riley here in front of the bench. And that'll be enough, I believe, for the first down to the 46 of Western Michigan. Go the Orange. Another quick throw. Jackson trying to catch it on the sweep and does. Trishton Jackson will score. 46 yards. And ran through the last would-be Bronco tackler, A.J. Thomas.
On this play is attack the football, comes down the line, makes it really hard for Anton Curtis to make the tackle, breaks 2 tackles, see the stiff arm laid on A.J. Thomas, and then there's nobody left.
I know that's a rivalry to start with, but also a MAC game as Wasik tries to dial more in the middle of the field against Frederick, and now a flag will be thrown from 20 yards behind the play. Wasik tees it up, and it's caught. Hall! And Jalen Hall going to break away from Frederick for the touchdown. I thought it was a ball intended for Mixon.
I think Mixon did too. Watch this. Mixon's down here at the bottom. I think that's where John Wasik is going, but it's over his head and
behind him, maybe, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Over his head and behind him a little bit. Jalen Hall catches it. Maybe he was going to Jalen Hall. I don't know, but with 2 receivers right there, it sure looked like Mixon was the intended target, shucking the block. Now Syracuse with a 3rd and long.
DeVito steps up, and Tommy DeVito fumbled the ball as he hit the ground, and it's scooped up by Stephon Claiborne. And it is a turnover for the Orange. It would be their 2nd if it stands.
Don't worry about that. There was no chance of that.
Hadn't been that long, big fella. Wasik under duress, and he will be sacked. Alton Robinson is having a day for the Orange.
It's like a great hitter, Wes. When those guys are going well, they are almost unstoppable. Robinson gets the initial pressure, gets pushed up the field by Jordan Asbury, and then just recovers.
Wasik, middle of the field, Ricci first down. Giovanni Ricci, the big tight end, crashes inside the 20.
To the right tackle, Spencer Cans for just running Alton Robinson past the quarterback. John Wasik delivers the ball down the middle of the field. Run the football here.
Tucker has it. First and goal for the Broncos coming up. Play of the drive. The give is to Tyler around the edge, and he'll score for Western Michigan. Third rushing score of the year for freshman Sean Tyler.
The beneficiary of a couple turnovers rather than giving away first downs like they did in the first half.
Mahalik's kick, and Nykeem Johnson from the 5. Johnson looking for a slot, and a flag is thrown as he's dropped at the 26. Now 2 flags thrown.
They are going into the fourth quarter with 360 yards of offense from last year, injured and in the locker room in Eskridge and Bellamy. It'll be interesting to see who steps up and makes the plays for them.
Taj Harris makes one for the Orange on what is likely the final play of the third. Mask, the sweatbands, the whole deal. DeVito shoots one, almost picked. Curtis trying to fit it to Riley, I believe. John Wasik and the Broncos off their own 9. Quick throw, and this is Moore. And he'll have the first down to the 20 against Eric Coleman.
The pace of Syracuse, they have to protect the stamina of their guys on defense. One of their weaknesses this season is their depth.
And here is Ricci fighting for the first down after he caught it and then was able to battle through the tackle of Eric Coleman. And here is Wasik on the carry that Eric spoke of a moment ago, and on third and short. We'll see how they spot this if he gets to the 42.
Matchup, he's likely going to be on the corner or the linebacker lined up over him.
Broncos are 1 for 2 today. They hand it to Tyler, and I don't think he got it. He had to get to the 42 and didn't make it.
Syracuse has slowed down this tempo a little bit. They're still going to operate faster than most teams, but
there's a quick throw to Riley. Textbook RPO stuff right there, Ronnie. 11-yard throw. Neal has to dodge a couple. Stops, starts again, cuts back. Moe Neal at the 10, first and goal.
Better run than even the yardage. There's 2 guys that are able to penetrate. He's able to maneuver against those 2. Makes another 3 miss. Coming back, breaking a tackle. Able to pick up a first down for Syracuse.
DeVito, little play fake. End zone, Hackett. Did he hang on? He did. Touchdown, Syracuse. Nine-yard throw to Aaron Hackett, who's having a day.
Right in, and it's just a fake, a rollout. Get Hackett going to the corner flag and able to catch the ball, hold on to it, show the referee. And
alternating at the running back spot with Sean Tyler. Looked like the Broncos might have moved early. Here's a throw for Bustle, and a flag is going to be thrown against Scoot Bradshaw. Wasik going to cut another one loose, and there'll be another flag thrown here. This one on Trill Williams against Keith Mixon Jr.
You get the call.
Plus territory now, and here comes the blitz. Wasik in trouble, in sight. Lakeem Williams. Third sack of Wasik.
It's up the middle. Lakeem Williams forces him to come up, and then he's cleaned up by a number of his teammates. See Josh Black in there as well. He's been in the backfield constantly.
Robinson got there on the back end. Giovanni Ricci first down to the 28-yard line. 6 of 13 on third down to the Broncos. Orange bring the house. Tried to go to Mixon, threw it behind him. Now 4th and 10. And
looks like they're going to play man-to-man again.
Wasik hit by Robinson, overthrows Ricci. With about 6 minutes to go. And Neal will not get the first down. A career high for him. He hangs it high for Mixon inside the numbers at the 19. But it's forced Frederick, Bradshaw, Cordy, and Coley, by the way, to play bigger roles for the Orange, and that's off the hands of Mixon, incomplete.
Against the safety, Coley. See if they go to him.
The throw for Ricci, couldn't hang on.
It's skill.
Here's Neal working left side, and Neal will have the first down to the 16. I think Syracuse got a chance to have a nice year, and Moe Neal's going to cap win number 2 with a touchdown run. 2 scores now.
It's a little pin and wrap. Moe Neal bounces it to the backside. Excellent cut by the senior running back who has shown today his versatility. And when you look at how they could have responded after the first 2 weeks, it could have been really tough.
Middle of the field and intercepted. Eric Coley.
Take some chances when you're down as much as they are right now. Coley in the middle of the field just reads it, makes a great break on it. That ball hits him right in the sweet spot, right in the stomach, is able to field it. And you already knew what Moe Neal could do, but starting to see this offense develop. And that's part of it early in the season. I mean, you got to figure out who you are if you're Syracuse or any team early in the year. And it seems like this offense is really figuring it out. This was going to be a game where field goals weren't going to win it for you. You got to score touchdowns, and Western Michigan blinked before Syracuse did.
Here is Jarvion Howard, knocked out of bounds with 10 seconds to go.
It'd be tough. I'd probably pop a hammy. You'd have to wheel me off.
Yeah.
Be all kinds of delays in the game.
The world famous "I got one snap" thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, the clock is going to run out before we reach drastic measures. Syracuse really turned it up today offensively. And it's a 52-33 win for Dino Baber's team over Tim Lester's Broncos.